Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.com is here. BeCozi.com and BeCozi.net is an American website that has the biggest collection of chunky yarns in the United States and in the world. We have different chunky yarns for arm and hand knitting. Our office is located in Holland, Michigan, so if you're local, please feel free to stop and check out our collection. So today I will be using this super soft and beautiful Forever Soft merino wool in ivory color. We have like 5 colors available, but we're using this ivory to make this cute pumpkin. Look how cute this pumpkin is. It's very easy to make, and I made a very small one as just a little example, little sample. You can make a bigger one if you start with more stitches. This one is 15 stitches to start. I also used some of this string, and you can use anything you have in your house, and one little cork to put on the top or in the middle to make it look as a pumpkin. So if you have our Forever Soft merino wool, let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started. So I will be using this ivory Forever Soft merino wool. I will be using this string and this cork for the top of the pumpkin. So I will start the same way I usually start any of the knitting projects. Placing the yarn in front of you like that. This is the tail, this is working yarn. Keep about probably 10-15 inches of the tail, that will be for connecting. Then place the working yarn on the top, grab working yarn and pull it out. So we just made first stitch, guys, okay? So what we're doing now, we insert in our hand, grab working yarn and pull out the second stitch. I will press the stitch on the bottom. I will grab working yarn and pull it out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we will be making it this chain, and we will be making it 15 stitches, guys. It will not be a big pumpkin, but about 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 15 stitches. What are we doing now? We are turning this chain on another side. We are connecting it like that, and then we are placing this yarn inside this previous stitch, not this one, this guy. So, and then pull, and that's how you connect this chain. Okay, so what are we doing now? We are knitting around, the tail goes inside that it wouldn't be on the way. We will be using the middle part of the stitches, not the top, not the bottom, the middle part. So here we are, see the middle part, you're lifting it, you're inserting your fingers inside, grabbing working yarn, pulling it out. This is your first stitch. Second stitch, see these bumps? That's what we're using. Insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. 2 stitches. And this way we will be knitting all the way around to create this beautiful pumpkin. The tail goes inside. That would be out of the way. So, but it's very important to keep it here because it shows us where we start and where we finish the row. So this is our first row. We're just pulling out first row like that. Almost done. And it's a little bit harder to knit with this thin merino wool than with chunky or jumbo chenille because it's thinner, but it looks so beautiful on the finished product. So here we are. This is number 14, and this is number 15. And you can see, I hope you can see that this is the knitted stitch, and this one is purl stitch because that's how we connected the yarn. So what I'm doing, I am releasing this yarn or unraveling this stitch. So stitch is hanging here, yarn is hanging here. Then grab working yarn, grab this yarn and pull it through that stitch. Now all stitches on the chain are knitted. Now we are knitting our second row. Try to make stitches on the smaller side, guys, because this yarn is pretty thin and it looks better when stitches are close to each other. After the second row, this is our second row, we will fold this project in 2 parts and we will keep knitting that way. Let me get some yarn. So here we are, we're almost back to our marker, to our tail. Here it is. And when we're done with our second row, like that, we are now folding this project into, like that. Okay? So now we will keep knitting the same way, guys. Simple knitting stitch, only this way stitches will be closer to each other, and that will look better on the finished project. So I will be knitting for 15 rows, and then I will come back and I will show you what to do next. Okay, guys, so I told you 15, I'm sorry, it was 13 rows, okay? So now when we made 13 rows, we will be connecting the bottom of the pumpkin. So place the yarn in front of you like that. Take this tail and insert it inside every stitch, outside part of the stitch, not this one, this one. Insert the tail from inside out. 1, 2, 3, and keep doing it until you you inserted the tail inside every stitch. Then you can gently pull and connect the yarn. This way you will make the bottom of the pumpkin. Okay, here we are. This is the last stitch, and now we are inserting it in this one to hide the last one. And now insert it in 2 stitches that you insert the yarn before. This way the connection will look very nice on the bottom. See, like that. We connected it. Now we can attach this yarn to any stitch. We are inserting it, see, like that, leaving the loop, and then yarn goes inside the loop, and then you pull it. So here we are, the tail goes inside, we connect it. This is the beautiful bottom. So what are we doing now? We are placing the stuffing inside, and I'm just using the old pillow that I have, or you can buy it on Amazon, the stuffing, or on any craft store. Depending how hard you would like the pumpkin to be, that will be the amount for the stuffing. So here we are, we have yarn, and we can cut the yarn or break the yarn. The same way, guys, we did to the bottom. We are inserting this tail in every stitch to connect the top. So if you're following me and watching all my videos, this is literally like we're making a little pillow with the Forever Soft Merino Wool. Then what we will do after that, we'll make it look like a really cute pumpkin. And again, I started with 15 stitches. but it's very small pumpkin. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, start like with 20, 22. And if you want to make it much bigger, start with like 25, 28 stitches, and then you will have much bigger pumpkin. I'm just making a small one to show how it's done. Here we are connecting the yarn on the top, and the same way, see these two, we inserted the yarn before, insert it, and then pull the yarn to connect the top. So now the same way as on the bottom, find the stitch inside, pull the yarn through, see this loop, insert the tail inside the loop and pull. Now stuck the tail of the yarn inside, and here we are, this beautiful pillow, small pillow. See, it's the bottom, it's the top, it's ready, and now that's what we will be doing now to make it look like a pumpkin. So what we will do, we will take this string and we will go underneath. We will place the string underneath this part, middle part, like that, see? So from one side to another. And then you are aiming it on both sides in the between of the stitches. Make it longer here. And go on this side. And then the same way, go underneath the front part, like that. And then tighten. Here we are. And pull. See what we have here? We pulled and created the side of the pumpkin. So now we will make another knot to secure this, okay? So what we can actually cut this guy. What we're doing now, we will cut the string long enough to make a few more. Now turn it on this side. So see, we made it this connection here. Now the yarn goes underneath this middle part and on the side, on this side, turn, and the same way it goes underneath here. Take it out, and then aim again between the stitches here and here. And in this case, we can actually make it in the middle here, but a little bit on the side here, like that. And then pull. See what we have. And now we will insert it underneath the middle part, kind of keeping it connected. And now it will go between this big part because we need to make one more. See, it's like 1, 2, 3, and this one is too big. So here we are. We have these 3 parts and this big part. What we will do, we will actually cut this, it's too long, and go underneath one more time, and then separate this big part in 2, like that, see? And now we are going inside of the middle part again. And here where we actually finishing it. So this is how we will finish connecting and making it look like a pumpkin. So here we can cut and attach it to any stitch because it's very thin. You will not really see it when it's connected. The same way, make a loop, insert it inside the loop and pull. Here we are. Now you can either cut or stuck it in, doesn't matter. Here we are. So here's our pumpkin. See what we did? We did a few separation. Now it looks like a real pumpkin. So what do we do now? We will insert this inside, and it's up to you guys if you want to glue this to stay inside, or you can just tuck it in. It depends where you will be using this pumpkin. And then we will take this string inside, and just to decorate it, we will make a small bow like that to make it look cute. So a few bows like that, and we're done. Come on, here you go. Here you go. So this is our pumpkin, guys, and it looks really cute. If you can see, it's very small, but as I said, you can make it bigger if you start with more stitches. That is the top, this is the bottom. It's a beautiful decoration for the fall that you can make with your own hands. We have a few colors, so Forever Soft Merino available at BeCozi.com. So grab some yarn and stay warm and be cozy. Hey guys, Larissa Koidekir with BeCozi.com is here. 2 years ago in September, I published my book that called Hand Knitting. I created hand knitting style at the end of 2015, and last year, actually 2 years ago, I wrote a book. It was printed. This book tells you what hand knitting is, the story of my company BeCozi, and also we have a few amazing patterns, and every single step how to hand knit is shown in this book. This book is sold at BeCozi.com and on Amazon. And Amazon you can also buy a Kindle version. So go get this book for yourself or for your loved ones. Thank you.